Hi guys, for those of you who watched the Snow White video tutorial last week, I just want to say thank you. This week we've got a normal pink Barbie cake with blonde hair, and the dress has to be pink. So if you want to know how to make this, follow my video from last week, the Snow White one, and there's a buttercream video and a vanilla cake recipe video as well. Okay, so in that video I described that once you get it to this stage you need to refrigerate, and now we are just going to work with some pink fondant until we get the right amount that we need, and we are going to decorate this cake accordingly. Just plain pink, I would say. Of course you can do the buttercream method like I showed you last week, and you can cover a cake like this only with buttercream, but the client enjoyed the cake that we did, and she asked, well, she brought me these Barbies, and she asked me if I could make a tiny little dress cake as well for the day before for the little girl, and then I found this. These are much more affordable. She looks a bit like Tinkerbell. Let me get her out. So I think I'm going to give her a pair of wings, and I'm going to set, oh, look how cute, and a little skirt comes off. So I'm going to set her in a little cupcake. I just wish her shirt was pink because the whole party's pink, but I'll cover it up with a bit of buttercream. What can we do? Okay, so we're going to do that, and I'll show you some new techniques for rolling out fondant. I did say last week that you can use 2 pieces of paper, but this time I want to tell you about silicone mats and how they will be easy for you to use if you decide to use them to roll out a piece of fondant. What you will need is either a very big silicone mat or a second one. I think this is just the easiest to use fondant at home, but ordinarily the way you would roll fondant out is with confectioner's sugar and usually through a little machine. But if you really don't have any of that, this is a very good technique for you to follow. See that? And as you can see, this sticks less than when it's stuck onto the paper, and it's very pliable, and now you've got a long piece of a dress. And if you can remember from last week, all you have to do is give it a few pleats, and then it attaches so nicely to the dress. For Barbie's top, I am going to be using this texture creator, whatever you want to call this thing. They used to be called texture mats, but this is like a stamp. You see that? And it stamps in a pattern into your fondant. And then because we're working on the silicone surface, it's so easy to remove it. Okay, it's time to just measure how much of this we will need. And then I've already sprayed her with a little bit of water so that this stuff sticks nicely. Okay, there, she's not naked anymore. And how do you remove the excess? Well, you just grab your scissors and cut. And there you have it. She has a cute little princess style top. And I think it looks very cute. Okay, so now I'm going to roll out a bunch of pieces of pink so that I can create the dress, and I will get back to you. Okay, I've rolled out a couple of strips, and now I'm just wetting the buttercream. I love the spray bottle, it like sprays continuously. See, I'm wetting the buttercream, not the cake, not the fondant, you know. So now I'm just measuring, and I think I can get away with doing this in half. I just have to see if it's long enough. Which I doubt. Now that I've cut it, I see it's not long enough. Okay, I'll just use this one. So you see, you pinch it at the top You just allow the pleat to go all the way through the fondant. And then you pinch it up there. And you grab your scissors and you just cut. Because your buttercream is set, and it's wet, it will adhere very nicely. So let's try another one. I just don't like the corner of this one, so I'm going to cut it a bit straighter. That's it. I'm only spraying the part of the fondant that's going to stick onto another part of fondant. There was a comment or a lady who told me that the fondant kept melting because of the use of water, and I agree, and I did warn people not to use too much, but anyway. So I have only 3 panels. Okay, so I have a few more panels rolled out. Okay. There's the one. There's the other. Just want to shape it a bit better. That's it. Okay. And now I'm adding a big one at the back. And I think we just need one more big panel, and then we will be done with paneling the dress portion, which I think looks pretty cute. Okay. So now I'm adding the last portion on. And just fold it wherever you think. Okay, and she's basically done. She's in her pink dress, but she just needs some decorations now. Like personally, I think little girls will have like a princess look instead of like a sweetheart look. So a piece like that, fold it a few times to give it pleats, you know. And you know, it's cute if it goes around like that, or around like little shoulders, which I think I'm gonna rather do the shoulders. And because it's for little girls, you know, it's better that way. She's not a hoochie mama, you know, it's for everyone, not only little girls. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. That was rude. Okay, and you can make some strings back and forward on her back if you want to make it look like the hair is terrible. Ugh. Now we know why she was cheaper. Okay. So I'm gonna get some decorations. So the first decoration I have is this Barbie logo cut out. So you cut it out of the fondant. I'm just gonna make mine a bit darker, a bit pink, with a bit of glitter or something. See that? And we're gonna leave that right there. I think I'll do 2 just in case. And there's another thing that makes just the Barbie logo, which is this thing here, which I think would be cool if I could only figure out how to use it. I think it's just meant to be used as a stamp, because if you try and cut it out, it just does not work. And it writes Barbie like that, but I think that's a dwarf. I mean, where can I even use that? So I'm going to focus on these 2 things. So I have some darker pink food coloring paint here, and I'm just painting the logo a little bit darker so that it sticks out. Not much though, just a tiny bit darker. There we go. Okay, well, I'm just going to put a little bit of buttercream here, just to stick this logo down. She's looking a bit uneven. Especially the ponytail needs to be stuck down. Okay, and then if we don't like the way she looks, we can just touch up the paint job that we did. Because now it's got fingerprints all over it. Okay, so she's just going to have a little Barbie logo. Maybe I'll do two. And she's going to have some flowers on her dress because she's a little girl. This is bothering me so much. Yeah, it's better now. Okay. Yeah, you get the gist. Right here in the top, I'd like to do some sprinkles. Now I sprayed the top there with clear alcohol that will evaporate, not water. You can't spray that much fondant. I'm just tossing the pearls there. It doesn't matter if some of them fly off. You know, the bigger ones you can place. Oh, now all of them are flying off. The bigger ones you can place in just to make it look like the top of the dress is beaded or decorated in some way. And I think the problem is these probably are too shiny, so I have some silvery ones. Well, they're going to look in the wrong color. Oh well, we also have some of these decorations. Extra large sprinkles. Yeah, they look cute. Okay. So earlier I made some tiny little pink flowers. They just look like little daisies. And I'm just going to add them in. In between these bigger flowers. Okay. Okay. I mean, you can always buy these little flowers from a cake store already made if you're just making this for your child. I think what I'm really happy about the most is this Barbie logo. Okay, so she's got little flowers on her dress now, and I've had a very positive reaction with little hearts in the past, so we are doing little hearts as well. Of course, you can do the same design just by piping the buttercream on with stars, and then you can just stick all the rest of the stuff on. Either way, you'll be pretty awesome mom or dad or whoever if you can pull something like this off for your child. You know. Why didn't I paint these hearts darker? They look good. Darker. They actually look very good, a little bit darker. I just need the right brush. That's why I have 57,000 brushes in here. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to make do with a wrong brush. That's it. I think it looks much better with the darker hearts. The combination of the two is very cool. Okay, do you think she needs one there? No, that's done. Alright guys, so she's finished. Now I'm going to move on to the tiny cupcake for the little girl. Okay, so she is minute, you guys. So I've just got some cupcakes here. I'm just taking the wrapper off. I've just added a little knob of buttercream there. Let's see, is that enough of a dress for her? Not really. It's too small. Okay, so now I need to just make a hole in the top of the other cupcake for this doll. Let's see, will she fit nicely? Kind of no. Keep going and making a hole. Okay, I've made a hole. And I've made a little hole in the top cupcake. So I'm just going to glue this together with some buttercream. Okay. Cute. And then she's going to sit in there, and I'm going to trim away what I don't need. I'll just use these little scissors and I'll trim away just like this what you don't need of the little cupcake to be square or pointy or whatever. You just trim it away like that. Okay, let me clean up this board. Now I'm just going to cover the cupcake with buttercream, just like this. I'm going round and round and round. I'm not even caring if it's neat or tidy. This is just the mom wants to give the little girl this the day of her birthday, and then the next day is her party. So she actually told her child she's going to get a very small doll cake. So I'm just removing her from the cake so that I can place the dress over and create these cute little pleat things. And then because she's so dainty, she's so thin, I'm just gonna go and put her back just up to there. And then I don't know, I think I like the blue top like that. Anyway, I'm gonna cover it up. Okay, so she's getting a pink top. Little arms are gonna go down, and I think the same little contraptions like I did shoulder pads, I think. Yeah, that's what they're called. I'm just taking the fondant like this and cutting it. Look how tiny she is. Anyway, I think it's very sweet of a parent to be so excited for their child's birthday. And they have she told me they have a special bond over Barbie. She like gave her all of her old Barbies and she really looks after them. Okay, so that's how far we've gotten. Now, I wish I had a smaller Barbie logo, but I don't, so I'm going to be using this second one that I made. Sticking it on. Just going to get some little flowers and hearts now. But I think she looks extremely adorable. Oh, there's a piece of cake. There we go, got it off. How adorable is this? It really doesn't cost anything. You could just do a couple of cupcakes with the Barbie logo and one little dress cupcake. If you really don't have a big budget, because I've noticed these dolls are expensive. But let's give her one little heart right there. And of course, I also want to paint it. That was annoying to me that it wasn't painted properly. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I think that's so cute. Okay guys, well this is the finished product. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the tiny one more. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have fun creating your own little designs. Thanks for watching.